this one here.
I will put my phone up. Set my phone up as soon as I share it for you. Out, Mary. Come on, out. We gotta go feed a cow.
I'm waiting for some people to log on.
Deal with it then, ma'am. We gotta go feed a cat. Mary.
Apparently my daughter wants to be part of the YouTube experience. So,
You're just gonna have to have Aaron share it, cause I gotta.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
You're turn the volume down. Okay, miss.
Okay. I think I figured out how to do this. My wife's busy taking care of a sick calf and 2 anxious kids. So, we're gonna talk about a few things today. Anybody got questions? Got her phone here to read the comments as they come up. So, you guys gonna ask anything? We're waiting for some more people to log on. So as you see, I'm turning into Santa Claus. Gotta get a haircut this week. So jolly old Saint Nick, I guess. So, hey, hello Ronnie. How are you? Where you signing in from? I'm in the beautiful state of New York, upstate, and we're getting blustery snow and lots of cold air. And if you guys see in the picture right here, I'm right in front of the old wood stove. So got a mountain of wood over here next to me, which we didn't realize when we cut up the white oak tree that the bark held a lot of moisture, so the wood's kind of wet. So I'll read the comments here. Yeah, best place to be right now, Ross. But anyways, talking about, guys, we're still moving parts out of our old location to the new location. We got lots of pieces I dug out I didn't realize I had. I got a lot of John Deere Nodder cams, 14T, 336, 24T, 337. We also got a lot of needles. I got a lot of 14T needles. If you guys need a deal on them, if I could sell them without moving them, I'm gonna sell them a lot cheaper. I got Nodder halves, guys. Got quite a few of them. So we sold a bunch last week. The sale did real good. So we're gonna do this week till Sunday, free shipping on Nodder halves. So they're tested off balers that are tying. So they're not refurbished. If you want one refurbished, you just gotta pay for the parts we get from John Deere, which is the pinions, bill hooks, stuff like that. I see a bunch of comments popping up. So hi John, how are you? Mainly talking about, guys, I had a bunch of guys asking about for baler repair. If you guys come here, I have classes twice a year. They're free. There's no charge. Teach you guys how to work on your balers. You bring your baler with you. The only thing you pay for is the parts we put into it. Kind of an educational thing. You learn how to work on it yourself. If you guys have any other questions about the balers and stuff, we're doing live internet repair now. It's kind of up and running. The faster internet costs us quite a bit more, but it's really nice because I could actually, without physically driving to your location, it's kind of faster. You guys are in the field, you know what's going on. I can walk you through. You show me what's going on. If you could turn a wrench, you can fix a baler. So, kind of the nice thing is you kind of learn as you go. Any other questions about that service? You call 607-846-5959. Waiting for a few other people to log on. Aaron, I think Ross is already on. He's one of my administrators. Aaron's an administrator. Reading some comments. Yeah. Well, I yes I am, but if you know me in real life, I do have frustrations as far as like pinching my finger. And the other day, I got a uh, groin shot with a piece of firewood, which put me down and out for a good day and a half. I don't think I've ever been kicked that hard in the nether regions as hard as I did there. And I used some colorful words I probably shouldn't have, but yeah, it hurt a lot. So the cramps were something I hadn't experienced since high school. So it was just a fluke. My wife was standing there. We're splitting wood. Maybe she was trying to take me out. I don't know. I hope not. But one of our friends was there also, and it just as soon as it started to split, the piece just literally ricocheted right out the side and crowned me king for the next day and a half. So I'm starting to feel better. Still kind of awkward walking, a little bit sore, but um, anyways, yeah. On the hay balers, guys, we're getting more into it. We baled today. We're doing baling inside. We're using the 77 PTO. So, hey, Papa, you gotta go out. Thank you. That was my son. He's checking in on me. But anybody else got any questions? We're doing the sale still. I have not raised the price on the international update kit. It's still the same, guys. We're throwing free shipping in it. I'm gonna have to raise the price beginning of the year because I'll eat a loss to try to help everybody out because it was a brutal last couple of years. So the price will stay the same. It's $190 to do both knotters on an international baler. So that's anything with a 45, 55, 56, 57, 46, 37, 47, early 420s, early 430s. As long as it isn't the all twine knotter, my update kit will work on that baler. Or if you want to go back to the old knotters, you can. Pull the knotters off an older baler and it'll go right on the newer ones, like the 440s. I've seen two people now put the older 47 knotters right onto the 445s and the 440s because the older knotters, guys, are more reliable. They just simply work better, especially with the update kit. They're simpler to adjust. And you're not buying that stupid little razor blade for the IH knotter that is $30 a pop. So my update kit gives you the option to go right to the hardware store. You don't have to buy it from me, and you can buy a package of 5 blades for like $2.50, $3 on Amazon or local hardware stores. Most of them carry that. It depends on what company we go with. But I include a package with the kit, so you always have the part number. If you forget, it'll be on our website. So it's rnsagservice.com. So there's a page there. Guys, I have not restocked New Holland parts yet. You have to bear with me. We're trying to get everything moved, get the parts room set up. And this is actually the boiler room for the apartment above the barn. We have a barn-dominium now. So we bought the family's old farm. Yeah. Well, she's with the kiddos. We got a baby calf that's not doing well. So, hi, Aaron. How are you? Um, we got a shout out for Andrew Hewitt in Australia. He can use prayers, guys. He's really sick. They don't know what's wrong. As far as I'm going to go to with details on it, he just really could use our prayers. So Andrew Hewitt over in Australia. He's got some health issues coming up, and it'd be great if you guys could put him in your prayers and maybe guide the doctors to figure out what's going on with him. So I appreciate everybody that does that. Andrew's a great guy. He's helped a lot of people in Australia fix their international balers. I sent him quite a few kits over. He's put a couple on himself. He's helped some neighbors put them in. So it's a really great guy. It's a shame to hear what's going on with him. So if you guys would reach out to him, you can. He does pop in here. He is on. If you want to go to the Facebook page, it's Hay Baler Nation. We have Hay Baler Repair and Discussion also. There's a couple great groups, guys. A lot of good guys in there with good knowledge. Please, if you're gonna give information, and we had to make a decision about somebody, they were giving advice, and it was sketchy advice at that, and we had to be real careful about when we researched it a little further. It was on that borderline where if you kind of didn't know what you're doing, you didn't do it right, you were going to break parts. So we don't allow that advice to stay on very long because once we look at it and everybody has a discussion about it, we will remove that advice and we'll say, hey, you can't, if you're going to give advice on balers, it better be factual, It better be based in that, many of us mechanics have done that. And if you do have a process that we have never thought before, I'm going to try it first. Because if it works, I'm all game for something that's faster and gives better results. And nothing wrong with that. Improvements are always great, guys. And I'm also in the process of building something really unique, guys. It's going to be a game changer if I get done building it. I mean, it's only in the thought phase. It's on paper. It's been in discussions. But hopefully Aaron comes out and gets to see kind of the prototype. I'm building it out of wood right now, and then we'll switch to metal after I do a couple test runs with it. But it's going to be game changing, guys. And still, we're 3 years away from taking ideas, and I'm going to let people build their own. I want you guys to build the baler that you think is the perfect baler. That means you're not just taking the model that already exists, because there's problems with all of them. There's hiccups with them. We're trying to build a machine, if we're going to go to production with it, build a baler that's economical, reasonable to purchase. This ridiculous price on these balers, guys, they are not worth it at all. Extremely not. When a baler only lasts 3-4 years at high production and you got to trade it in for a new one, that's the manufacturer making money, not you making money. So it's pretty sad that it's going to come up next spring, and I'm hoping to do a live video on it. There's a 77 New Holland baler, guys, in Pennsylvania. That's at 2.25 or 2.5 million bales on it, documented bales. Like they bale every year and they have a book. And that's a baler that was made in 1950 or 1949. That's a 77 New Holland. And that baler's baled so much hay, and it's still going. Still going. Still got the original knotters on it. It's got, they replaced the bill hooks. They replaced the wiper arm on there because the roller got flat spotted. But the needles, they've had to braze them up because the slot wore down into them. They've changed some chains, but that's a 77. The wad board, guys, is amazing. You can see reflection inside the auger in there. I want to go there again, but I have to get permission because they are Amish, and they're not big on photography. They're not big on a lot of that. Hoping to get around that. If not, at least I hope to get some still photos of it from a distance, and we'll put them up. And I just want to really interview them, and I'll try to record it, and I hope they're okay with that, recording it. But guys, that baler from that time, bale all those bales, and it's still functioning. When New Holland built a baler, their advertisement, if you guys get an advertisement with the 77, they called it, some of the flyers called it a family farm baler. Like it would last generations in your family, and it's not a joke. And the purchase price of that baler was like $500 to $800, depends on the options you want. If you want a hydraulic bale tension, you want electric start on your Wisconsin, and it wasn't till the late production series of the 77 that you actually got a few that had PTO. But almost all of them had the VE4 Wisconsin, or if you got the deluxe with the electric starter and everything, it was the VF4Ds, a little more horsepower. But the baler itself was just awesome, guys. It's just a great machine. But paying that kind of money, I know today's money, it would be a lot different, but it's still going to be under, I would say, maybe, 20 grand. And that was a baler that's lasted, you started in 1950. So, yeah, they're 70-some years old now. And it's a great baler. And it's still going. And the Super 77s came out, 4 or 5 years later. And the only thing I don't like about the Supers, guys, is that they're a timing baler. The 77 was not. If the chain fell out the knotters, you just put it back on. The baler timed itself. It was that simple. Technology can be done that way today. They can literally include a couple rods and some linkages, and they can make every baler today non-timing. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be what farmers want? Mechanical ran machinery. So I keep hearing from the new farmers is guys are not happy with the new tractors, the electric switches, the solenoids. Why can't we go back to the old 1066s, the 4020s, 3020s, even the old Oliver 1650s, the 1750s, the tractors that you could fix, the tractors that were mechanically based. I understand a lot of people love this newer stuff. That's great and all. But for us, the guys that are starting out in homestead farming, they really want to have mechanically ran equipment. So I got a comment here. I don't know that one. Dixon Maisie balers. They must be a mini baler, I imagine. The Freeman baler. They're a great baler, but they're mostly three-string balers. There's a couple two strings around. Freeman never got the notoriety that New Holland, John Deere, Oliver, Massey Ferguson. Guys, I never knew in all my years of doing balers, when I started getting really deeper in the South, there is more Massey Ferguson number 12s and number 9s and number 3s out there than any other baler I had worked on that year. And it was just flabbergasted by how many, and they're a good baler. They really are. But it just tells you that Massey was the king in that area forever. I don't know. There must be still hundreds and thousands of those Massey balers down there in the South. Number 12s are great balers. Number 9 is also a great baler. Number 3 is kind of on the low end of low capacity baler. I mean, it'll take a decent sized windrow, but the pickup head's smaller. It's not the hay monster that the number 12 is. A big shout out to Brett Lale. That dude can pound hay through a Massey Ferguson 12 baler. Really impressed how he runs that baler. It chugs along, works good. Brent also has John Deere balers. He's got a 336. He's got an inline baler now. So I'll get under comment here. Convince you to get a Case 133. They're a unique baler. They're set up like the 77. Knotters are on the side. They bale decent sized windrow. They're not high capacity like the 77, but they're a lighter baler. They make nice square bales. They're pretty easy to maintain. The 130 was a little slower plunger stroke speed. The 133 was kind of an improvement. They improved a couple things on the knotter, like the bale length. You could change the size a little bit easier on the 133. But they're a unique baler, guys. I owned one and I kind of gifted it to a friend over the road. His name's Jeremy Searles. A lot of people know him on the internet as Geronimo, but I call him by his real name. Used to be a great friend. Awesome guy. But we all have problems in life that we fall short of grace. So, but Jeremy in my book is still a great guy. Jeremy Searles, just an awesome guy. Got a few more comments popping up. No, it's not. The 133 is not self-timing. I'm reading some questions here. Just Aaron, Ben, a few others. If you guys any other questions, so Clifton Bunting balers, I've been learning a little bit about them. They were over in Australia. Some really weird looking balers. I would like to get my hands on one, but obviously I'm not going to pay the shipping to get one over here. Someday I will probably go to Australia and put my hands on one. I've seen a lot of videos of them. They're kind of a neat looking baler. They definitely build them heavy duty. They were copying. Everybody was into the hammerhead stage then. And if I redesign a baler, guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to lean more towards the 77 design. I'm just going to shrink the baler down itself. Not going to go with cast bowl gears. Probably just going to go to 2 big chain sprockets and open chain. So, open 100 chain. It's going to be a simple repair, refix. Anybody else got any other questions? But anyways, on the update kits, guys, it's right here. So, open this up. This is the tension plate. This goes on the back side of the twine disc. Okay? This is what holds the twine and the twine disc when it cuts. Like, you guys will get a lot of, like, the knot will tie, the knot stays on the bill hook. This is one of the problems. And the ones the International made were a gauge lighter than this, and they lose their tension. It's not long. This doesn't have any tension to it. Guys try to bend it. It doesn't work, okay? I made these things super springy, but the problem is I made them too well because it's a fight to get them, to get them into the knotter and then have to shim and adjust them. And what we did there is we came out with a replacement blade. And as you see right there, and it's slotted. So because some of the knotter castings, as you can see the holes right here, some of the knotter castings were not quite square on the end, so the knives would tip one way or the other, and it wouldn't really. And sometimes they come really close to the bill hook. This allows you now. Our early ones did not have this, so we've been improving these every time we make them. They're costing a little bit more to make, but and then of course the miniature razor blades to go in it. You know, this is I think $2.50 or $3 from Amazon for a pack of 5. International for their blade that takes just their knife. It's like $25-30 for just the blade. Now this bracket I know is still available from Case IH or C&H, and I think it's like $55-60 just for this bracket, and then you have to buy their $30 blades. No. So I make this. This goes with one of these tension plates. Does one knotter, which we have two of these tension plates, and the razor blades, and then the greatest thing of all, guys, and guys have been buying these like crazy. We have shims in the kit, but we have that right there. So that is a stud, threaded stud, so it goes into the casting. And what that does is I'll show you guys. It's pretty hot in here, so I don't want to set that on that stove. You put this in your knotter first. This is your tension plate, okay? This goes into the knotter first. And I don't know why I got 2 of those for. Set that one right there. And then you put your shims in. You put this in first, and then this little stud goes in there, and I'll hold that, okay? So now your knife goes in, and you can put shims in there to shim this knife, so you get the adjusted tolerance you want to cut the string, because your twine disc will wear. I mean, you're got to add shims to it or take shims away. Depends on how you know, when you take the twine disc apart, how you retime it when you put it back in. But there's only like so much movement you can do before you get everything out of time in that twine disc. So this allows you to change the shims without ever messing with this again, because that stud will hold this in place because this is springy. And the old way you had the bolt, and then you had to put your washers on here, and then you had to stick this through the hole, and then you're trying to pry it over because this thing's got tension on it while holding the shims, while getting it started without cross-threading it. Dude, guys, this eliminates it all. This stud, I came up with it. I just thought about it one day because somebody asked me, because the biggest fight they had with any of these kits, even the ones from IHR, is getting these shims. Like, you got to take it off to reshim it, and once you take a bolt out, guess what? You got to fight with that tension plate underneath. Well, with the studs, no more. That stud goes in, allows you to slide it in and out. If you have to change your tension plate, yeah, obviously you remove the stud. But there's a little Allen head socket on the end. I get these. I order these by a lot, get them made. They have shorter ones of these, but it's really hard to get these long ones. And I'm getting them long because these are phenomenal. So some guys have complained, like when they're trying to take the nut off, because I have a flange nut I put on the end to go against the knife, is that the set screw, this will back out. Well, I tell guys just put a little bit of Loctite, because even if you do have to take this back out, you can heat this up, heat it up a little bit with a torch. It breaks it free and spins it right back out. But a lot of times once you snug it in good and it sets there, it'll stay there, unless you like really reef on it. So any questions, guys? This kit is $190 free shipping in the continental US. Let me put everything back in this kit. Comes with the razor blades, comes with a package of shims. There's enough hardware, extra shims in there, guys and gals. I've actually had 3 women, guys, install these kits, and I'm really impressed with them. And I'm very impressed. They did an awesome job, and like I said, they're getting more and more people liking the international balers. They used to have quite a bad reputation, guys. This cures it. You know, other than changing some plunger bearings and stuff on your balers to get them, keep them going good. IH makes a great baler, guys. They really do. A few adjustments here and there. They're a great baler. So Aaron and Ross can put up on there. There's R&S Egg Service, 607-846-5959. You guys put your orders in. All you have to do, you don't have to call if you can't get through. Just send a text saying, hey, I want an international update kit. Your name, address, email address. The girls will send you an invoice. You click on the link in the invoice, you pay it. We never receive any credit card information, nor do we ever want to. You pay Square it directly, so we never have your card information, nor do we ever want it. So they just notify us the invoice is paid. We immediately put the product in the box and ship it the next available shipping day, which right now we're only shipping 3 days a week. Big items are only 2 days a week. So I see some more comments. Hey, Baler Doctor. Hey, just so you know, get a hold of me, brother, because if you need some of those IH update kits, what I did with Andrew is because it's so expensive to ship overseas, without raising the shipping, I could put about 5 kits into a box and I can send it to you. And it's 5 update kits and it updates those balers. And I'm telling you, bud, once you put it in, I mean, I'll do anybody that buys a kit, I give 20 minutes of free internet access because the kit's a little tricky to put in. There's lots of YouTube videos out there, guys, showing you how to do it. I've done a bunch. I'm going to do more this spring again because even though I did the videos before, YouTube stacks them way down on the list. Some people can't find them, some people can. I mean, I can always copy the link and paste it to you, but it gets pretty complicated. But guys, those international balers, 46, 37, 47s, in Europe they're called B47, B46s. They're great balers. This kit eliminates all that garbage that International was putting in there, and it just updates and it makes it a way better kit, cheaper. If you guys want extra blades overseas, because I know some of you said, yeah, some of those blades aren't available over there. If you want an extra pack of blades, you're only gonna pay what I paid for them. I think it's like $2.50 or $3 a pack. I don't want you to have to come to me to get the blades, but if you have to, we can. But the shipping overseas is expensive. But remember, if you're doing it, let's try to do it so you get a bunch of kits and you take care of a bunch of balers, or a bunch of you get together, because there's still a lot of those balers over there. I mean, I could not believe how many kits I sold. Australia, we sold a lot in north of Wales. I think we had 6 or 7 kits there. A lot in Africa, and there's a few been in the Soviet Union. I don't know how many international balers in the Soviet Union, but we've sold quite a few over there. Now, guys, remember, the shipping on those takes weeks. I don't know why, but it does. You think you just send it over on a plane and be there. Yeah, the international baler is a real good high capacity baler. It doesn't take a lot of horsepower either. 46 is a really impressive. 37s. The difference between the 37 guys and the 47, most 37s had a short tongue. Same baler except for the feed fork to pull the hay in. There's just 2 solid straps. It sucks because you don't get much adjustment other than the 3 holes. But you can go take the top adjustment rod off of 47 and put it right onto a 37. It's just, they're pretty much the same baler. Just the 37 was considered the economy version of the 47. Like I said, most of them had the short tongue on there. You can add the long tongue, guys. Just find the 47 long tongue, the telescoping PTO. You can upgrade that baler pretty easy. You can put a kicker on either one. The international kicker is a pretty decent kicker. We have a lot of the rolls. If anybody needs parts for them, we have quite a few of the 10s, the 15s. They're the same kicker. Other than the 15, they put more shield work on it to cover the belt, which if the belt comes off, it's a pain having all those shields on there. Any other questions, guys, on the balers? John Deere's, the guys out there, 14T, 24Ts. I see a comment pop up. Hey, Icon, long time no see. We're going to get into some more baler videos this winter coming up, guys. Big shout out to some people coming up. I want a big shout out to Aaron, to Ross. These guys help with my channel. They help supervise things. Great batch of guys. Got some more guys coming up through the ranks. Anybody that wants to learn about balers, if you want to come play with balers, come on out. I'm open. Got some balers for sale, guys. I got the New Holland 87 wire ties for sale. Yeah, you're right, Ross. And Rachel's on. I don't know how she's pulling that off. Move closer. She must have her iPad. The only thing I can think of. Hang on a second. I gotta open the door up, guys. It's pretty warm in here. So let some of this heat out. But if anybody needs knotter cams, anything like that, I do have some international knotters for parts. Not a lot of pieces left. Most people have cleaned them out, but I still do get parts balers in. Oh, Rachel's on her iPad. Okay, I figured it out because I got her phone right here. So, um, uh, anyways, guys, big sales going on. Free shipping this week. The Nodder halves are normally $8.50 for a good tested Nodder half. They're going to be $6.50. Just I think probably till Sunday. I'm going to raise them back up. We sold a bunch. I want to get rid of a bunch more. I don't need 20 some Nodder halves. But you guys all know when you break them, it sucks because John Deere I think is what 3,200 now, 3,300 for a Nodder half complete. These are only good used tested, so they tested. They tied on the baler they came off of. But if you guys want to have them freshened up, you just pay for parts. So it'll be the price of the Nodder plus the pinions, whatever it would need. If you want the Nodder tested again, it's just the labor to bolt it onto a baler to test it. So the 24T is my go-to baler for testing because the both Nodders come out 6 bolts, Nodder brake chain, and the linkage arm to lift the needles. They come right out, ends pop off, you slide Nodders back on. So it's not a big deal to set it up. But yeah, if it needs new pinions, we got cams. I think there's still a dozen cams left. Got 14T needles, guys. This is only for till Sunday. 14T needles will be $75 a piece for the good used needles. So if you want needles, get a hold of me. We'll get you a set of needles sent out. But the Nodder halves are going to be free shipping. The cams will also be free shipping. The cams are usually like $175, $180. They're gonna be $100, guys, straight out the door. $100 for a good cam. The 14T cams I think are $75 right now. I'm just trying to get rid of stuff so I don't have to like put it back on the shelf again. I actually forgot I even had any of that stuff until we started hoeing the parts room out, and it's not done yet. I'm gonna send another video. There's a bunch of shafts and bale chamber parts, clutch parts, pickup head parts. I got a bunch of pickup heads, guys, and the other thing is too is on the pickup teeth. The sale is free shipping on the pickup teeth, $4.25 for the pre-bent teeth. If you take a large order, it drops it down 25 cents a tooth, which a large order is like 100 or more teeth. I have guys that have 346s, 347s. They take a lot of teeth. That goes for the pre-bent for the 336 teeth and the 24T teeth, 14T. They're all the same. The nice thing about John Deere is the 336 on up to the new ones all take the same pickup teeth. Those straight teeth suck, guys, because you all know you get on that light hay, kicks it forward, kicks it forward, kicks it forward, kind of makes a mini round bale. Most of the loose hay, the light stuff flows out the side of the pickup head, so you got two separate windrows. You put the pre-bent teeth in there, everything feeds in. Most guys say you can gain a gear from what you were baling with before and the bales are more uniform because you're not making that mini round bale in that light hay. Or even first cutting that's short also does it as well. If you want to make your baler more capacity, the pre-bent teeth are the way to go. And like I said, we have a large volume of them if you need them. Like I said, they come in, we order them pre-bent. So John Deere still makes them straight. I have no idea why. It's a waste of time. We haven't had straight teeth on balers since up to 50. So I don't know why John Deere still got them. I don't know why they think it's a good idea because the pre-bent teeth make such a difference on the balers. So, also trying to find a home for the Dearborn baler. So, did someone get a hold of you about parts for a New Holland 80 baler? Someone did, yes. Gentleman wanted to come down. I think he's trying to come tomorrow to look at the Nodders on it. The 87's for sale, guys. The Wisconsin motor runs good. I set the starter out to get fixed on it, so whoever does buy it doesn't. But when the starter comes in, they can. I'll get the starter to them. But they sent it out, and there were some problems with it. I don't know if they're rewinding it or what. But the 87's for sale. That's the one Rachel figured out. After we went through the book. So if anybody's interested in the 87, that's for sale. That's the wire tie version of a Super 77. By the way, that is a non-timing baler, so it's more of a 77 design than it is a Super. So, also we have the Dearborn baler, guys. That baler still, guy was out here the other day to look at it, and guys in Wisconsin, we're talking, it was 12 degrees out here, and that motor fired right up. I mean, it cranked twice and was running. So that Wisconsin is strong. The only thing I haven't done with the Wisconsin is it does need new plug wires, because if it's really damp out until the engine warms up and dries out a little bit, it kind of got to skip to it. It's not the points because we put new points in it, and the mag is still really hot. So it's definitely the wires because they're pretty old. I think they're original wires from the 50s, and they're copper core, of course, and they're brand new plugs in it, so that's not it. But the machine runs phenomenally well. It's a great baler. I want somebody, and that one there, I priced it at $1,000. That's picked up here. I just want someone to give it a good home. That is a great baler. It's really high capacity. There's a video on Facebook Marketplace. Anybody wants to see it, can message me, BALERMAN, on Facebook, or they can get a hold of Aaron. Aaron's on there, Ross Claypool, any of those guys that can pop that video, or I'll send it to them, or if you send a request in Hey Baler Nation, I'll pop the video up of it, and go from there. There's a lot of people that watch the video, guys. That was 1,700 clicks on that ad in 2 weeks. I don't think anybody's ever seen a feed system quite like that Dearborn, which would just be Ford bought that Dearborn baler, so later on they were just Ford balers. But this one here was on the assembly line, I'm assuming, as the Dearborn. So we also got some 14Ts for sale. I got 2 of those, I think. And got some other balers. My wife wants me to get the balers down, guys, so we got some room around here. Big shout out to Oliver Wick. He helped move the hay bine for me. He's got a baler moved. And I still have a New Holland 707 3-point hitch chopper, guys. This chopper chopped once in 1977, set in a shed. It was owned by Melvin Hollenbach. We did some trading. He did a 2-row corn picker. I had that. We did some swapping back and forth. We got the chopper out of the shed, guys. The paint's not even wore off the inside spout. He bought it because he had a wet year. They couldn't pull the chopper through the mud with the wagon, but with the chopper mounted on the tractor, which was a Deutz 100-06 4-wheel drive, they were able to pull the wagon with the chopper, and they never had it unhooked. They just pulled up to the blower, unloaded it, and went right back to the field chopping. So, like I said, they chop. I don't know the exact acreage, but I would assume probably 50 acres with it. And like I said, it didn't wear the paint off hardly anything on it. The thing just sat in the shed ever since then, in the back corner of the shed, all the way in the back. So I fired it up. I ran some hay through it. It chops really fine. It's really, really, really great chopper. But it's 3-point hitch. Guys, I make a great deal to someone to give that thing a good home. I really don't like it being outside, but I have no sheds to keep it inside with. So we're seeing some comments pop up. Yeah, it is. Icon, I picked up a 45 baler a month ago, and I'm wondering, find the springs and cups for the flywheel clutch. Yeah, Icon, there's a bunch of those balers around here. I'll just pick one up for parts. I think, if I remember right, I think Rachel had found one of those down probably 60 miles from me for a few $100. So if you want to buy the whole baler, I'll bring it here and send you all the parts you want. I mean, just pay the shipping on them. So I have no idea, John, on that one. I have some administrators that watch stuff, so you have to watch them. I don't know on that one, but Icon, yeah, the 45. There was one local to us. I'll have Rachel reach out again. Talk to Rachel. Send her a text, 607-846-5959. So, if anybody's got any other questions, like I said, I have a lot of balers for sale, got a lot of parts for sale, guys. I don't have a lot of Massey Ferguson stuff. That got wiped out when I did my tour down south. I used to part them out, but I kind of gave up because there's not a lot of them left around here. But down south, that is a popular baler down there. You'll have to ask Ross on that, John. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to that. I'm barely tech savvy enough to read the messages here when I'm on live video. But anybody got any other questions? But does anybody needs the Nodder update kits? Get a hold of us. The price is going up in January. Right now, guys, I'm only making $15 on a complete kit, but I just want to get enough of them out there to get these balers going because so far we've sold like 380 kits so far, and every baler that puts them on there fixes them unless they have a mechanical broken problem, which one guy said it wasn't tying, and when we did a live video, he had a cracked casting on the bill hook where the roller went around, and there was a piece missing right out, and the bill hook jaw wasn't even opening. So wasn't the fault of my kit. It was just something happened. I think somebody stuck a screwdriver where they shouldn't have and pried up and broke a chunk out of the casting. We got him, found him in Otter Half, got it fixed, and he's bailing. So Usually the kits, like I said, they're not 100% foolproof, but they're pretty close. And if the kit doesn't cure it, then it's got problems somewhere else. But the knot are simple, guys. One bill hook, one twine disc, and this update kit. That's it. That's all there is. There's no tucker finger to mess with. There's no wiper arm to mess with. So there's a lot of videos on my YouTube page. If you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Give a thumbs up to the video. I guess it helps the algorithm gets out there. But I appreciate everybody else what you guys do. The guys that share my videos. I want to start a thing. Hopefully, if you guys want to, buy a super chat or anything like that, we're going to create an area where high select members. If you guys want to join the membership, we're going to do a video once a week, live discussion, and you talk about your problems or about if you want to bring somebody else's problems in, that's fine. We'll talk about them. Remember, guys, Hey Baler Nation on Facebook. I'm on X now, so BALERMAN's on X. I like that platform a lot. Facebook doesn't like me because I guess I'm not nice enough. I am not sure why, but I keep getting tagged and stuff like that. But X doesn't stop anything I put up. I mean, I got flagged for one of my videos because they said it was offensive because somebody was stacking hay in a wagon. I don't understand why it was offensive, but I had to take the video down. So it's really weird how their computer system works. But yeah, I'm been flagged as a troublemaker, so we'll leave it at that, I guess. But yeah, YouTube's been great, guys. They work with me great. There's only one time I did a Barber Farms video that had a song in it that I thought went appropriate with it. It was talked about farmers, and the video was about farming and about the balers and stuff in the field working. And it was an Arcusin D14 demo. So if anybody needs any Arcusin stuff, we have some D14 multi-packs. All of them are hydraulic top. We have some auto stack wagons. Got good deals on them here towards the end of the year. So if anybody's interested in one of those, hit us up. You can give us a call at 607-846-5959. And the dealership's in Binghamton, New Holland. It's New Holland, Binghamton. You can get a hold of Paul Barber. He can hook you up with an Arcusin demo or actually the Arcusin wagon. So we've had some demos on the wagons. But anyways, on the parts sales, guys, remember free shipping on the parts till Sunday. I think the Baler needles, I told you 14Ts were $70 a piece. So the otter cams for 14T are $75 as well. And we'll do $100 on the 336 Knotter cams. But remember, the Knotter halves are $650, guys. Free shipping in the continental U.S., of course. Overseas, we'll get you the exact quote. Whatever the quote is from UPS, we'll do FedEx. I don't like doing the post office, guys, for one thing. Some of the orders don't show up the way they were sent. So we don't really like to go with that route. UPS seems to always get it there, so doesn't FedEx. So FedEx, the box looks a little damaged, but it's not horrible. Anybody got any questions? I'll take some questions now. I got to read the comments, so forgive me when I keep looking out at the phone. Okay, I'm looking now. So, anyways, big shout out to Andrew Hewitt. If anybody keep him in your prayers. He's got some health issues going on. He's in Australia. He's really good at working on his international balers as well. I hear my daughter upstairs, so doesn't sound like she's too happy. We're gonna make Christmas candy tonight, so that's what I'm concentrating on doing when we get done here, and I'm gonna stoke the fire up, and we'll move on from here. But if anybody's got any questions, please ask them. I'm looking in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Give me the big thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. I don't know. This is real life, guys. If you watch my videos the last few months, nobody likes scripted stuff because it's always the part like when they're showing you repair. You ever notice they always edit it? No, you guys see me there when I was trying to punch those rivets out of the knives. I struggled, and I want you guys to see what it's like to actually physically have to fight to get stuff done with a baler. Because everybody edits that out. I don't know why. We're doing real life. This is no script, no acting. This is just real life. It goes the way it goes. Some of the videos go really smooth. Some of them become a struggle. But you guys see every day, it's like you just have to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Yeah, I have incidences where bolts break off that they shouldn't break off, that turn a 2 hour job into a 3 day fiasco. So it's part of mechanics, it's part of life. So 133, I don't think so, Aaron. I think you're done asking me questions because just like the 77 Baler, you need to be here in person. I'll answer all your questions in person, Aaron. So just buy the Baler, Aaron. It's not gonna kill you, buddy. It's not that heavy. If you have to put on a trailer, it's fine. They tow awesome because, like I said, I've towed a few of them. So, and like I said, just grease the wheel bearings up, put the truck tires on it, and zip zip down the road you go. So, anyways, anybody got questions about balers? I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go up and make some Halloween candy, some Christmas candy with the kids. So, I'm gonna do some Santa Claus stuff. As you see the beard, it's gonna be Baler Claus, I guess you'd call me. The night we do it, I'm gonna do a YouTube live. So, as long as I get permission, so okay with all the parents, we'll do a YouTube live. I want to go around, pass out some toys to kids. Kind of give back to the community. It's been, I mean, everybody treats me really well. Everybody on YouTube's awesome. I love it. I love all you guys. Really proud of, I want to give a big shout out to the women, like Rachel. There's a couple ladies out west. I sorry if I don't remember your names. There's a lady down in Georgia that milks Jersey cows, and I walked her through on some baler repairs as well. And I said, this is not a guy's thing only. It's a woman's thing. All they need is some information and a little bit of training, guys, and they really do well. They're real well at what they do. And like I said, I'm really proud of them. Anybody can do this. If you want to have the patience to do it, let's put more people out there that are mechanically minded, think outside the box. So, but with that said, I just want to say God bless you all. I love you all, and like I said, I hope the best for all you. But please keep Andrew in your prayers. He's going through a lot of medical stuff, and like you guys keep him in his prayers, and hopefully the doctors find out what's going on with him. And Andrew, big shout out to you, brother. Just miss you. Wish you could jump on a plane and come on over across the big pond and come see us. So, the Baler doctor, give me a shout, brother, if you need some of these update kits, because I think it'll cure a lot of your international problems. And I'm telling you, people that buy the international balers and when they figure out the kit and I show them how it goes in there, they don't have nodder problems no more. Ross Claypool verified to that. So many other people will. If you want to put the older nodders on the newer international balers, you can. You go put the nodders off a 47, off a 37, take everything off the shaft, put it on the shaft there, boom, it slides right in. You went from all twine nodders back to the original IH nodder, which is super reliable and very easy to adjust and maintain. Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. The 45, so we just had a guy out west that just put the update kit in the 45. Now remember, guys, the 55 and 45, they have a thick casting in there. When you put the new tension plate on, it wants to hit when the nodder goes back down. I just put a flap disc on the grinder, smooth out those huge casting ridges in there. There's no way you ever need casting that thick to hold the nodder base plate. It's just, that's, I hate International overbuilt things. They really did. It was a real heavy duty baler. I give them credit, but they put a big ribbing on it. Don't know why. Don't need it. I grind it down so the nodder can swing down nice back into where it bolts down without hitting anything. So you do have to take it down just a little bit. I use a flap disc so it sands it down real slow on an angle grinder. So I use like 180 grit, I think it is. And yeah, polishes it down nice. When you're done, hit a little primer and paint on it. So it makes it look just like kind of like factory, not quite, because you can tell it's been, modified down to fit the update kit in. But anyways, God bless you all. Guys, have a great night, and I will see you in the next video.